Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for another video. And this is going to be part 2 of 5 of the top 5 reasons we have found that people make excuses for not doing the things that they think they need to do, or why they say they can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in part 1 we got really passionate and we realized that we went way over, so we're like, all right, let's just roll with it and divide it into a 5-part series.
This is the 5-part No Excuses YouTube video series by Erin and Sarit. We are your hosts. I'm Erin.
And I'm Sarit, and we do not tolerate any excuses.
It's actually pronounced excuses.
Wow. Excuses.
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 The emphasis is on the second E.
Mm.
Excuses.
Erin.
Yes.
I don't really have energy to do this video right now.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel that way too.
Mm.
How do you get more energy? Okay, so the second reason is feeling tired. Like I'm too tired or I don't have enough energy. And we talk a lot in terms, of course, of weight loss and health and body transformation and fitness and self-care and all of that. So, you know, a lot of the times we hear people say, like, I can't do my workout. I'm too tired. You know, I'm too tired to cook dinner when I get home, so I just pick up fast food. I'm too tired to whatever. Fill in the blank. What have been your too tireds? I'd actually be really curious to know. Put them in the comments. What have you been too tired to do that you feel like you need to do? When you don't do that thing because you're too tired, you feel bad that you didn't do it.
Mm.
So I want to hear your excuses in the comments. I'm too tired to blank. Hi.
No excuses, por favor.
Hi, my name is Erin, and I'm too tired to take anybody's excuses. All right.
I'm too tired of everybody's excuses.
But, you know, here's the deal. We want to help you overcome this, which would require us helping you figure out how do you get more energy.
Because a lot of times if you really find yourself saying I'm too tired and you're chronically saying it, it's because you don't know what's causing it. And I will tell you from a habit standpoint, it could be one of 3 things. Okay? It's either because your nutrition sucks. It's either because you don't get enough sleep. Or maybe you do get enough sleep, but your sleep quality is shitty.
Or poor quality.
And if your sleep quality is shitty, it doesn't matter how much time you're in bed. You're just not going to make much out of it. Or you are in an environment that drains you.
Oof. Talk about what we were just doing before we made these videos.
TikToks?
TikToks drain Sarit.
TikToks do drain me. Look, Erin's an actress.
Someone
In a
call
sense-
Hollywood and tell them I'm coming.
Yeah, in a sense that, like, she loves it. She loves to be in front of the camera, just, like, acting up on shit and, you know, doing all these stuff. And I love to be on camera, too, but I love to be on camera in order to teach and educate. I'm a teacher and she's an actress.
Hey,
So
I feel also I'm a teacher. What are we doing here?
you are a teacher, but you are the actress teacher.
I'm an edutainer.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, like every time we do TikToks, all of a sudden I'm like, man, I feel,
She gets like, dang.
I don't know what it is. Did you see me in one of the videos? You
Yeah, she was
distracted
like
me?
that.
I almost fell asleep, man.
I know, I saw you. I was like, maybe she's just looking down.
Callie was feeling all comfy. And, you know, we were like, I had to sit back on the couch and forget that couch. As long as, if I sit on that couch for 10 minutes, it's like that couch puts a spell on me.
Your next mission is to go find the TikTok that Sarit fell asleep in. I'm gonna figure out how to make a TikTok of you falling asleep during a TikTok.
Yes.
All right.
However, like, look, now we're doing this on YouTube and I'm fine. I could talk to you. I could record this video for like 3 hours. That's why I made a coffee beforehand. I'm like, dude.
She smashed it too. She said.
So
Nutrition sucks. Don't get enough sleep or poor quality sleep, or you're in a draining environment. Let me think for just a second, because if I can add to that. Or you want to use energy simply as an excuse because you've done a lot of stuff in the day.
Yes.
So you're not really too tired. You just feel like, oh, I've done a lot and it's the end of my day. So at the end of my day, I don't work out. I sit on the couch and scroll through social media.
And by the way, that is a big reason why Erin and I work out in the morning.
Or you just feel lazy.
Because we have so much going on in the day that when our day is done, we are like pooped. Like, I go from 100 to 0 in a matter of like less than 45 minutes.
What's your latency? Like, how long does it take you to fall asleep usually?
I don't know.
We have these, and it tells you like how long it takes you to fall asleep from like when you lay down in bed to when you're actually like asleep. And mine is like usually like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm out.
Why are you able to see that?
In bed, disturbances, efficiency. It's somewhere on here. Okay, you keep talking. I'm gonna find this.
Yeah, so let's talk about your nutrition real quick. Now, this is with regards to anybody who's feeling like chronically they're low on energy. If it happens to you every once in a while, it's either because you exerted more energy than normal. Like, let's say if you have a hard-ass workout one day and maybe it was like extra hot and you didn't drink enough, you're probably gonna feel extra tired. Okay? Like, we're not talking about those types of, oh my gosh, I have like low energy because I did too much. More than I'm normally used to and I need more time to recover. But rather, if you notice that this is like a regular thing, like something that we hear very often for anybody who's, you know, just either getting started in our programs or is brand new to the community is, you know, they're like, I'm always really tired. Always really, really tired. And
yours doesn't say, by the way.
Okay. When it comes to your nutrition, if you are not eating foods that are, you know, more simple to digest and high nutrients, it's gonna take a toll on you. I don't know if you know this, but about, you know, out of the food that we eat, 20% of that energy goes to literally breaking down the food into its tiniest particles.
So to be used as energy.
Yeah. So imagine, you know, if the food that you're eating is really, really hard to digest and it takes a toll on you, well, now you've just expended more energy to break down that food. That's why a lot of people, let's say you start to eat clean and then you have, you know, what you call a cheat meal, or we call it a treat meal, you're gonna notice, you're like, man, I feel so tired. Why is that? Because you're putting food in your body that it's no longer used to, and it's taking more out of your body in order to break it down.
I want to give a real life case study.
Yeah.
Where were we? In Oregon, I think. We were in Oregon. My family lives in Oregon. Mm-hmm. Currently, we are in like Miami, Florida area. And we went there. We went there, and you know, my parents always have like all kinds of treats and stuff in their house, whatever. And I have this thing that tells me my sleep performance, and which is called the Whoop, and we can put a link below. I think it gives you some kind of discount. But I had ice cream one night, and it's not something I have regularly. And I woke up, I went to bed, we slept an okay amount of hours. Wasn't it on a weekend?
No, that was Monday night.
We slept, I think it was an okay amount of hours that night. And I woke up and my performance or my recovery said like 20 something percent. Mm-hmm. Like I was in the red. And I'm like, what the heck? So it's like, it was the sugar. It was the ice cream that you had before you went to bed.
Yeah, because we went to bed at the same time.
Yeah,
and we got the same amount of sleep. Like, you know, we did the same workout. So, you know, our metrics were very similar. Only exception was that Erin had ice cream.
And my recovery was way lower.
Uh-huh.
Way lower. And so, yeah, we did the same workouts went to bed at the same time, had all the other same meals as each other.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference was I had ice cream.
And I had blueberries.
And she had blueberries. Ooh, this is good because blueberries have sugar. So this has turned into a nutrition conversation. But really the point of this is to say that what you eat also determines the quality of the sleep that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And sugar is your worst nightmare.
Sugar, alcohol, processed salt, or processed foods in general they're going to fuck with your energy levels. And it's not just even going to take you a couple of hours. Depending on the amount that you eat and the time in which you have it, you could experience, like lower energy for like a couple of days afterwards. Like for anybody who drinks alcohol, like let's say you drink on Saturday night and you have more than like 1 or 2 drinks, you might feel that carry over all the way to Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Okay? When you are either introducing toxins to your body or, elements that take more energy to, break those elements down, it's going to take a toll on your body. Okay? Breaking down food does require energy. And by the way, I do want to touch up on it because I feel like with the diet culture these days, like if somebody follows a certain diet, it's almost like a religion, right? Like the vegans and the keto people and the whatever.
If somebody has a transformation with some specific way of eating, it becomes like a religion. It's like, oh my God, you have to try this.
Yeah.
Now,
if you've studied enough of our stuff, you know that, when diet is a lifestyle and the diet that we teach is the lifestyle that from a nutritional standpoint follows certain nutritional principles. So it's not like keto or veganism or paleo or any of that. Okay? Anyways, and then, that is why like the vegetarians or the vegans would say, yeah, that's why I went vegan or I went plant-based, because like red meats and like, heavier meats, processed meats do take a greater toll to break down in your body, and it takes more energy. And that's why a lot of people, let's say, if you go from like a highly carnivorous diet, all meat, to just eating plant-based, you are going to feel more energy and more vitality because your digestive system is spending less time breaking things down, and it's easier to break those elements down.
However,
yeah,
now everybody's going to want to run out and go be vegan, but that's
No.
also not what we would suggest,
Right.
because there are so many good nutrients and necessary things that are in animal protein that help your body recover and repair. So, that's why we say like eat real food, not too much, mostly plants.
Yeah.
But look, like that doesn't mean, oh, you can't eat red meat. If you're eating right now, like I would rather you eat red meat before bed than eat freaking fries or McDonald's or some other kind of like processed
or a vegan muffin.
Yeah, and even vegan, like you can have a shit ton of processed sugar even if you're vegan. So it's like there's not, there's.
That's why it's not a one size fits all.
Right.
Right. There's some benefits from each of those diets. That's why by the end of the day, the nutritional principles that we follow, teach, and preach are eat real foods, not too much, mostly plants. Okay, because that allows you to live a sustainable lifestyle, that allows you to, get a multitude of nutrients and, be able to build muscle, sustain muscle, reduce inflammation, and, give your body and mind what it really needs. So going back to nutrition, if you are low on energy, chances are that your nutrition is compromised and your diet is super high in processed foods.
The next one that you said was you're in an environment that is draining to you.
Yeah. When you are spending your time doing things that you don't love, hanging out with people that you don't really care about, or, in a toxic environment, whether it's because the people are toxic or the things that you're doing are just like you absolutely despise, that is going to literally drop your energy.
Think about like a cell phone battery, right? You charge it, aka sleep, at night. If your charger sucks, then your phone's not going to be fully charged when you get up, right? So you got to make sure your charger rocks, aka quality sleep. Then you get your phone, you start with a full battery. Okay, cool. The more things that you do though throughout the day that take energy from you, the less battery life you have for that day.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it that's why also like willpower fatigues. Right? Your motivation fatigues, because the more decisions you have to make every day, the more things you have to use your willpower to avoid. Let's say you go to work, you're really good at avoiding the donuts in the break room. You know, it's the beginning of the day, it's Monday, you're like, I just started my new diet, and so I am not touching those. And then what happens, like toward the end of the day, you can't take it anymore, and then you end up like going to get you know, a grilled stuffed burrito with chips and nacho cheese at Taco Bell, and then you just smash that and you're like, well, I already screwed it up, so then I might as well have this and I might as well have that and I might as well have that. And then you sleep like garbage, but then your body is spending more of your battery life that now like you barely have any of trying to process that food. And so, you know, it's like, think about the things you don't like doing is a battery drainer. The people that discourage you, or like they're like energy vampires, or they're always complaining all the time, or they're always negative, or they're always discouraging you. Oh, I can't believe you're doing another one of these things. Like, okay, cool. Like, it'll be good for the week that you do it. Or like whatever stupid comments people make to you that like drain you. You don't need to keep that around. Like that takes away your battery life. You know, there's also things like kids, right? But if they're your kids, particularly, you know, of course you want to take care of them, but they can be draining. So, okay, where else are you going to maintain your battery life if you know you have something in your life that is like, hey, I'm making this an obligation, I'm making this thing a priority, and yes, it takes a lot of energy from me, but it's something that I want to make a priority. How then you can like eliminate other things that are not necessary or not a priority. Like on the internet, if you're finding a lot of negativity from, you know, people in your comments or whatever, and they're being negative, or you're scrolling and everybody's just like complaining about gas prices, or complaining about some new tax bill, or complaining about this person did that, and whatever other lies the media wants to tell that we want to believe, those things drain you, then stop doing it.
Yeah.
Just stop doing it.
Cut it.
Also, not eating enough.
Yeah.
Not eating enough. A lot of people that we've come across, you know, a lot of women will come to us and they're like, yeah, well, I don't eat a lot in the day. And we think like, oh, I'm going to save my calories so I can have a big ass dinner because it's really fun to eat a lot of food all at one time. I did that shit. I'd be like, eat the most minimal of calories during the day, because then I was like, oh yeah, now I can have like, now I've earned like a big dinner and I can eat all this stuff and these chips and all this. And if we're doing that, then we're not getting enough fuel and our battery's getting drained. So those are all things with nutrition, with environment, with sleep, in regards to you not having enough energy to do a workout, or not having enough energy to meal prep, or any of the like.
Yeah, and that is why we do what we do and the way that we do it, because, you know, whatever it is that you're experiencing, be it, you know, like excessive weight gain, or low energy, or just lack of purpose, it's not one thing that caused it. It's always a multitude of things. And that can be, you know, like either a part of the nutrition piece of the pie, could be a part of maybe the exercise or lack thereof piece of the pie. It could be the regeneration piece of the pie. You know, it could be the environment piece of the pie, or it could be the story that you tell yourself, piece of the pie. So, ultimately, a lot of times in the society that we live in nowadays, you're told that you can't do this, you can't do that. There's so many things that are outside of your control. It is within your control. Take your power. The most destructive thing to do is to give your power to somebody else.
Or to think that you don't have any.
Or to think that you don't have any. And society wants to manipulate you in a way where your power is being taken away from you. Because if you think that you don't have the power to create the change, you're not going to do it.
You can't fight back.
But the reality is that you can. And it doesn't matter what change you want to make. Whether it's a change in your body, a change in your family, a change in your community, maybe a change in the whole world. The change always starts and ends with you. And if you do not take control of your change, then you'll always feel lost and you'll always feel helpless.
So there's one more thing that I want to add, which is very controllable, and that is the I'm just simply lazy, and using energy as an excuse sounds like a good thing, which is simply a lie to yourself, which in part 1 we talked about. If you haven't seen that video, find part 1 of the top 5 excuses. But sometimes we want to lie to ourselves because we don't want to do something. We want to make a justification, and I'm too tired simply because of the time of day. Let's say it's like 6 or 7 p.m. Just because it's 7 p.m. you're like, no, I'm too tired. When really, you could do it, but sitting on the couch just sounds better. So it's more of a laziness issue than it is a energy issue. So good to differentiate between the two. And if it truly is a lack of energy, then consider, making small adjustments to clean up your nutrition, making small adjustments to get more or better quality sleep, and making adjustments to either the people or the things in your environment or the activities that you're doing that maybe are not necessary, that are draining you. So that's the video today. If you liked it, what do they do?
Hey, if you like this video, just hit the like button.
Duh!
And if you kind of like what we talk about, then hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
That's the notification bell somewhere maybe up there. I don't know.
Yeah, look, we're truly here to help. We're here to help you become the best version of yourself, because we know that is the only way that you're going to feel confident enough to pursue your best life.
That's for today. We'll see you guys next time.